Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is 5:27 and we are on our way to a nail appointment. I know, I don't want anyone to say that I'm not committed to the nail industry. As you guys can see, it's still dark outside, but I saw her work and I was like, you know what, 5, it's not that bad. I really want to see. I think she works during the day, so I was like, I'm not gonna be able to come in the evening, so I'll take the 6 a.m. So we are on our way to see her work. I want to see her work. We're going to see her work together. I'm gonna try my best to take a video for us so that we can be able to see how she does, and I'm very excited, man. So let's go before we are too late, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hi guys, so I thought we would do this video very differently and allow the nail tech to do her work while we listen to music. But watching back at the video, I realized that there's so many things that are picked up that we can all learn from. So we are doing a commentary video again so that we can spot a few things, techniques that we liked and did not like. Also, I did not know that she was a self-taught nail tech, so this is a good reference for self-taught versus nail techs that went to nail school. So I wanted us to highlight a few things that we picked up, and for all of us to polish our skills basically. So let's get into the video. Enjoy guys. As soon as I sat in her chair, the first thing that put me off was that there was no sanitizer at site. We've spoken about this so many times that nail techs do not understand the importance of sanitization. You are putting your clients and yourself at risk of so many infections when you perform a treatment on another client and then you do not sanitize, and you take the same tools and you do another treatment on another client. You do not realize that you are putting both of those clients at risk of a skin fungal or a nail fungal rather. So first thing that I saw was that there was no sanitizer at site, and it just put me off. And then we got to nail prep. So her nail prep was very different from what we are used to, and she did not push any cuticles. Obviously, nail techs do a few things in a different way, so I did not say anything, but instead, we watch how she works, and she got into her drill and removed the excess oil on the nail bed. While I waited for her to push the cuticles, she did not. And when I asked if she was going to cut my cuticles, my old cuticles, or rather my old skin, and she said that she was not experienced in that department. She was actually scared to do that, and she was not going to. I was a bit confused because you've been in the industry for 2 years. This is something that you should have at least equipped yourself in doing. And I don't think nail techs, especially when you are sometimes self-taught, you don't know the fundamentals and the basics of the important things like prep is very important. There's a difference in nails when you do prep and when you do not do prep properly. As soon as she was done with that, which is just filing off excess oil, she moved on to her primer, and she applied the primer. Is good. We've spoken about primer before. It ensures that your nails, they last longer. It dehydrates to ensure that the oil is fully removed. And then we moved on to applying the nail tip. Right here we will see a technique where she's trying to find a tip that will fit my nail bed, and you will see that there isn't any, right? And then we will see that she will take a few bigger ones, and then she will show us a technique that she uses, which a lot of nail techs use as well. Okay, so I quickly jumped to the step where she is now trying to adjust the nail tips to fit. So what you do is that you're going to cut just a bit on the top of the nail tip so that you can resize them to fit. Do not mind the rest of the nail, that you can refile after you've applied acrylic, but make sure that at the top it is not overlapping. Now she is applying glue with the tip, right? And if you can see where she applies the glue, it's at the bottom where there's a bit of a gap, and pressing it down, holding to make sure that it sticks properly. Then we're going to do that for all 10 nail beds, right? Next, we cut the size. Now this step was very interesting for me because we all know that once you've applied your tip to the nail, you have to blend together, right? So that it's even out, and we know that it makes the nail last longer. But she skips this step and relies on the sticky bond. If you can see that substance that she's applying right now, that is called sticky bond. She's relying on that product to make her nails last longer. We don't judge, we do things in different ways. And now we're going to move into application. I lost footage from this point onward because my battery died on me, but I wanted us to see how she picks her acrylic properly. And this is the very important thing, the very important step. And what she is pouring right now, it's called monomer, right? Monomer is what we use to apply acrylic. Acrylic is the powder that you see over there, right? And how you use that is that you need to make sure that the brush has enough monomer, but not too much to make the acrylic run. I don't know how I lost the frame here, but I'm gonna explain the balance between monomer and acrylic. So if the monomer is too little on the brush, then when you pick up your ball, it is going to be too dry and you're not going to be able to make it work. But if you pick up with just the right amount of monomer, right, you need to tap it on the side of your monomer, your dipping dish, to ensure that it's not too much, so that when you pick your ball, it is the perfect ball, not too wet, not too dry, just perfect enough to apply. But we don't get to see her apply. The ball is perfect, but we don't get to see her apply because I lost footage. Damn. Okay, and what we are now doing is that she is now filing off the monomer, the application. But I will do a separate video on application. I think the videos that we've done previously were horrible. I've been watching back the videos that we've done, and I realized that I have not done a proper video where you guys see the application of acrylic, you know, and that's okay. We will do a more detailed one. But what you see right here is that she is now filing off the application. I want to say something was perfect, but she did not realize how close she was to the cuticle area. That's when I had to reveal my identity and say I am also a nail tech, and I do not come in anger or to condescend on a condescending manner, but I'm here because I like this. I like to see nail tech work. I love creativity, and she's very creative. I love that. I'm not that creative, as you guys might know, so I had to tell her, because I love application, can I help you file off the acrylic off the cuticle? I think the manner of approach as nail techs, if you approach another nail tech, can you do my nails, and you see that the application is not what you like, and you know it's gonna irritate you. If you're a nail tech, you know it's gonna irritate you. The manner in which you approach another nail tech, because I am no better than her, I still have a lot to learn. So for me to say, hey, can I file this for you, was not in a minute to say that my work is better than yours, but to say, I know this will irritate me, let me do it rather. And yeah, we ended up really conversating and gelling well. Okay, now she's filing off the cuticle, making sorry, the acrylic, to make sure that there are no bumps. If your application was, a bit messy, sometimes we all have those days. If the acrylic was a bit messy and that you've lost your shape, this is where you file off everything. I'm not sure if you guys can properly see, but we are gonna do a more detailed one. I cannot wait to do a more detailed one. Now here comes my favorite part, the part that made me believe that she was a great nail tech, and I think her favorite part too. She is very good with her art. I think it could be more neater, but I am gonna give her grace. It could be more neater, because from where I am looking at it, or maybe where you guys are looking at it, you might not be able to see it from up close. Also, I think that because being a nail tech myself, I might be more focused on how it's applied. If it's far away from the cuticle, how neat it is. But for a normal person, they might feel like this is a good job, but for me, I did struggle a bit, because obviously, seeing how she could have worked more neatly, but I was able to raise those concerns in a manner of, hey, for your work to go to the next level, I feel like your work is great, but for your work to go to the next level, maybe if you might be aware of this and that, but let's just watch the technique. I feel like this is great. I learned a new skill. I was like, I could do this. I felt like maybe I could do this. I'm not sure if I can, but I was like, this is great. Yeah, let's enjoy. My battery ended up dying on me, but basically the end, or rather the last step, was supposed to be top coat. I enjoyed this very much. I think it was a learning process for me and as well as for her, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So these nails in South African rand was 350. Do I think they deserve 350? Well, to be quite honest with you guys, I feel like nail techs should be paid more. Art is very it's a skill, you know, to sit there for an hour and a half and to do this sort of thing is not easy. I think we take it for granted a lot. If I were to rate her, I would rate her a 7/10. I think that she has a long way to go, as we all do. If she realizes that she does have a long way to go and she is not too prideful, I feel like her work has a potential of, you know, reaching so many heights. I feel like so many things could have been avoided, so many tiny mistakes could have been avoided, but overall I enjoyed it. I would definitely go again in a few months just to see and to keep up with how far she has gone. I think our problem as nail techs is that if we are not willing to open our minds and expand and keep up with the latest trend, then we are at risk at losing clients. And yeah, but to open yourself up to new art is very difficult to do, and I can applaud her for going that far as to learning new things. I think what she really needs to work on is her application, and I think what I really need to work on is my art. So thank you guys for this video. I promise you guys with our following videos that I want to do more detailed application on acrylic. I realized that the videos we've been doing prior have not been very much of quality, and that's what I want us to do from now on, to produce more quality so that we can all grow together and start those businesses. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.